Good morning, everyone. Okay, welcome you all to another new day. We'll continue our book reading this morning, Advanced Selling Strategy by Brian Tracy. And as we all know, we are still in chapter 8, which says prospecting, filling your sales pipeline. Yesterday, we looked at mental rehearsal for prospecting. In summary, it's just teaching us and telling us how to prepare thoroughly before meeting our clients you know, and giving out speech for sales or making a sales presentation to them. It's also taught us how to visualize our success and give ourselves words of affirmation before meeting a client. Try to experience or rather feel pleasure or feel how you feel successful, how you feel when you've actually closed the sales. Today on page 298 of our book reading, Prospecting Filling Your Sales Pipeline, it said face to face, the first meeting. If you cannot remember, the book we've read where it has taught us how to prepare to meet a person or prepare to introduce our product and services to a company, to a large organization to make large sales. And one of the steps that he taught us is that you have to, first of all, look for valuable people in the company who will be able to introduce and talk about your products and services and how it's going to help the company to the president. Look for valuable people in the company, either the purchasing manager or the procurement manager or whoever it is that is in charge of, purchasing any thing or commodity in the company. So today, face to face, the first meeting. So you have arranged your first appointment. The prospect has agreed to see you for a few minutes. The prospect is usually busy and preoccupied. You are a little nervous and uneasy. You have invested an enormous amount of time and effort to get this far. The prospect has other things on his mind and is eager to get back to his work and his problems. A window of opportunity exists and you must be fully prepared to take advantage of this opportunity before the window closes. You don't have much time. You must remind yourself that you are not here to sell anything. Your job is to discover whether or not this person is a suspect or a prospect. You have only one mission. You must find out whether or not this person has a problem or need large enough for your product or service to satisfy in a cost-effective way. Uncovering this gap is your main objective. You must not allow yourself to be sidetracked into discussing your product or service or onto any other issue. You know from the previous chapters on the power of suggestion in your selling that people judge you very quickly. Your first job is to make a favorable impression on the prospect. You want to establish rapport, lower resistance, and open the prospect's mind to talking to you and listening to you. Everything you do from the first moment you meet the prospect either contributes to or detracts from this central mission. When your prospect comes into the waiting room or when you are shown into the prospect's office, the very first thing you do is to smile, look him in the eye, shake his hands firmly, and say, "How do you do? It's a pleasure to meet you." This opening immediately marks you as a serious business person, worthy of respect and attention. It lowers resistance and arouses curiosity. It causes the prospect to begin to be interested in your reason for calling. Okay, so this is where we'll stop for our reading today. Face to face, the first meeting. So this is the first meeting you're arranging with a prospect or with a client at first. You're not selling your product. Rather, you're going to uncover or you have a mission, which is to find out the problems and the needs this person have, and if they are enough for your product and service or services to be purchased and used by this company. So do not have the idea or do not be so eager to talk about all these things to the extent you start talking about your product and your service. The only thing you need to do is to make a favorable impression about your product and your service. Establish rapport with this person, make him open with you to the extent that even when he doesn't feel like he wants to purchase now or he wants to buy now, he won't be able to resist because of the things you've said concerning your product and services. So he's also told us that when you're meeting a prospect for the first time, you should smile at the prospect, you should look at the prospect, to shake the prospect's hand, and try to make your meeting pleasurable and be hospitable with this person. Do not act desperate to sell, but just be relaxed and make him or her know about your product and your services. So this is where we'll stop for our reading today. Thank you.
Thank you.